up. You fucks damn right anything. No recording. Alright. I have a good intro bit for this one.
All right.
Yo, what is up, losers? Welcome back to the Braindead podcast, the number one podcast to shoot former President Trump in the ear.
Crazy, dude. I
We're
was
back
watching
to
that live, dude.
fucking
I
what was
was watching that live as it happened.
I
Oh my
was cooking carbonara.
what?
I was cooking carbonara. Good
Okay.
old carbonara spaghetti. Not going spaghetti. I just heard about it. My mom yelled about it. Yeah, it's just like episode what was it, episode 8 or 5, I think, where the intro bit was that it was that the podcast became a living sentient being and that it beat up Joe Biden. I guess it's a centrist, so because it decided to also go for Trump, I guess.
Oh man,
Unfortunately,
maybe.
yeah. Anyway, I was talking just before podcast duo started. I had this cool idea for something that could happen in daggone thing, daggone
You know,
intrigue
we should
story.
explain what the daggone thing is, anyways.
Yeah, we should talk. We should explain what the daggone thing is. You're better at that because it's your thing mostly.
Well, I don't know. Like, where do I begin? Do I begin where
I
it
don't know where you can begin, but I
canonically
know where you can finish.
starts? Like what?
Nothing. It's just a joke.
Like, do we start at like where it started? Like, it's like it's the difference between starting the Star Wars saga in Episode 4, which was actually the first one, or starting in Episode 1 in 1999.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a question of chronological order or order of creation or release, I
Yeah.
guess. Maybe just like give a short synopsis or like just general idea. Ma-
Um.
if you
Okay.
decide to like story tell, I'd say do it in chronological order.
I'm gonna do a mix of both. Okay. So
Well,
it started on March 6th, 2019.
it all began.
How many days ago was that? How many months ago was that? Hold up.
Gee, a fucking ton of them, dude. I actually have this. I have this old pink bandana that I got like a day
64
prior.
months and 1 week.
Dang, a stack of months.
A stack of months since
A little
like
extra.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was also like so that was uh uh three and 61 months it's been since the last time I've been on a plane.
Oh wow. So March 6th. You know what? This is just the story of how we met, basically, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's pretty much that. I think
So
it was like,
me. Wait, what?
I think it was like a week after we met, we started doing like working on the thing. I'm pretty sure, like literally, like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, working on the intrigue story was like a week after we met. The first week was
Yeah,
just like us hanging out playing Fortnite.
yeah. So okay, so March 6th, 2019. I come home from school. I have no homework. I'm chilling out. Hop on Fortnite. It was like the prime of Fortnite. It was like the best version of Fortnite.
Yeah, it was when it was at its pretty much its peak.
And so then I'm sitting there in the lobby, right? And then I'm like, I have like I think I have a bowl of chips or I have like a bowl of something in my hands. Like I'm kind of AFK,
Bowl of
and
batteries.
that came later. Okay.
No, yes. How can I forget the sacred bowl of batteries,
And then
foretold by the greats?
so I see this guy, nice man, joins, and I'm like, what's going on? Like at first I don't know who this guy is at all, and I was like, what? I was still processing it, and then he left immediately after joining. I was like, what, bro? I'm like, I'm bored. I'm invited back. You know what? We ball. So
Fucking ball.
like I knew that feeling before it existed as a feeling. So I like invited him back. He joined, and did I invite you to a call or was it Fortnite like chat? Like how did
No,
we
no, it was a party chat. This was on Xbox.
party call? This was
Yeah,
before
party chat.
everything really. Like
You're all.
so Xbox party call, yeah. I think we just played Fortnite. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Just, because like I've my, I can't fucking speak. I remember I just that day I was just like bored, waiting for someone to get on, waiting for one of my
Yeah.
cousins.
I forgot his username.
Well, probably
I don't know if you want me to say his actual name or anything.
don't
I
say the
used
actual name. Don't say
hold
the
on.
actual.
I
Double J,
can log on to Minecraft really quick and find it actually.
double J.
Double
The
J. Okay, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because he's in a
That was
song.
the reason.
He's in the John Wick song.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah. The name dropped in the song "John Wick" by uh, fucking I forget their names, Jake Hill and John A or something like that.
Yeah. So Double J, he was waiting for Double J to get on, and
Yeah, my
uh,
cousin.
yeah. So
Waiting for him because he was like, apart from like one other guy, he was my only friend.
who was the other guy?
The other call to a pre he uses Colin, Captain Colin. That's what he goes by now.
Captain Colin. Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
So
Yeah, those were my only two friends, and Captain Colin at the time he didn't. I don't think he had live. He wasn't able to play online, so I was just waiting for Double J to get online since he was the only person I could play online with. And
yeah.
just out of boredom, I was just like, I looked through my Xbox, like I looked through my friends list on Fortnite. Actually, I looked through my Fortnite friends list. Was like, who do I join? I'm just gonna join a random person. Maybe they'll let me stay. I don't know. And then I just saw, oh yeah, Dr. Ace, that one guy I talked to a while ago. I barely remember that, but then I
So okay. So
joined.
there is backstory. So we knew each other before, obviously, and I think it was because of a guy fallback.
Oh, it was
Okay.
100% fallback, a hundred
Yeah.
percent.
It was fallback. Yeah. And so, fallback. He was like my bestest of friends on Xbox 360. And we had this huge cave together, and like we had like an awesome Minecraft world. And Nice Man joined it like
Like,
we say the story started March 6th, 2019. It was like 2016, I think, like
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
ever time, like
Was it
sometime
2016?
like summer
No, no, no,
20,
no, no. I don't
right?
think. I don't think I. Wait. When did I start playing Xbox? It was. Oh yeah, shit. It was 2016, 2016 or 2017.
It was somewhere in there, and like because
It
like
was
I knew
after. It
fallback.
was definitely after 2015. Definitely after 2015. So
Okay,
somewhere between 2015 and 2019 was like when we had first met.
yeah, and so it was not 2018. I don't think it was 2018. It was 20. It was either like late, like it was like mid 2016 to like mid 2017. Because
Yeah,
it was one of those summers. I forget, but it wasn't 2018 because I quit Minecraft 2018.
yeah.
Um,
And so like I think I would remember you if the last time I talked to you was like a half a year ago. So I feel like I feel like I would remember a person.
yeah, and so Fallback had this awesome world, and we played survival Minecraft together. And then Nice Man joined because he was one of Fallback's friends, and so then we added each other and hung out on my like survival world. And so then like for like we hung out for like a week straight, and then we never talked again because that's every Xbox 360 relationship.
Yeah, dude. I when I joined that survival world, I barely knew Fallback. Like I had talked to him like a couple times, and that's it.
Yeah. Dude, I love that survival world so much.
It was
Like,
a great survival world.
every one of my world, every one of my friends had been on that world. They all had houses. Um, I had like a floating house. I also had like a house in the middle of a mountain, and then I had like this giant obsidian pit where I put people I didn't like.
They put all the Jews in there.
Yes,
Always been a Nazi.
always. It's in
From
my
birth,
blood.
from
It's in
birth,
my
this
blood.
man was a Nazi.
Man. And I
He
had,
came out. He came out to him. Goo goo gaga. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
bro. So and then like the world was it was awesome. Um, I kind of modeled it after Stampy's Road because they had Dr. Ace's Funland.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I had
did?
it. Yeah, there was a roller coaster that led to. It went like around this uh Mushroom Island. Then that went to Doctor's Finlandia.
Dang.
It's really crazy.
I'm being fair. I mean, that guy was awesome. Awesome to watch back in the day. Love Stampy. I still watch some of
Mhm.
his stuff now. Some of his not Minecraft kid friendly stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think if I were to plug in an Xbox 360, I think the world would still be there.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember like a lot of the Xbox 360 shit that I did. I had so many fucking worlds and none of them were useful for anything at all.
yeah, dude, I created so many worlds just because, like, I don't know, like, I had like, I all named them New York because dude, I had a weird obsession with New York City as a kid. Like, I always wanted to go there.
Yeah, did you make like a city world where it was like one of the rules was nothing Power Rangers related?
What, you?
No, you didn't you do that?
No, I
Where
hated
you
Power Rangers. Remember, I hated Power Rangers.
yeah. Like you made a world that was like a city, and it was like one of the rules was no Power Ranger stuff.
Yes, it was. It should. Yeah, dude. Like,
I still don't get why you hated Power Rangers so much.
I, I think I just considered it really girly and like kiddish. I didn't like it. I don't know.
Oh yes, guys with blasters and swords shooting aliens in the face sounds very girly.
I don't know, man.
The most
Uh,
effeminate thing ever.
maybe I didn't like somebody who liked it, so I associated Power Rangers with the bad person.
Oh,
Like,
okay, that that makes sense. That would honestly kind of make sense.
but anyways, so back to meeting an Iceman. Like we talked for a week and then never hung out again, right? And so he's just on my friends list, like there for 2 or 3 years. And so March 6th, 2019, Fortnite happens. The Day of Reckoning happens.
The day of reckoning,
So
the
like
birth
we,
of Kid Crazy. That was when I. That was there was like that. The way that's the Slim Shady, the Kid Crazy is to me what Slim Shady is to Eminem, pretty much. And that day was my Slim Shady EP. That's what got me started. I remember the first like rolling dying on the floor bit that we had was literally just us in the fucking Fortnite cannon just firing ourselves at a wall.
yeah, dude.
Just
Oh my
dying
god.
at that.
So because I had Wild West and we used Flint
Yeah.
Knocks.
Flint knocks, daggone, all sorts of shit. Just ran around the map, blasting each other, just exploding all over each other. Your children splash, exploding all over each other.
Oh god.
I hate myself.
So we got to talking and we realized we both had Minecraft. And so this was a new Survivor world that I literally just created like a month ago. And
Oh, dude, that was like at this point, I had just gotten Minecraft for the Xbox One like a month prior.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
Like I hadn't really like no, actually I think it was longer than a week. It was like maybe like a month or two. But like we played Fortnite exclusively
yeah,
for like 3 weeks. And then I got up with my old friend Slobbery Flame because we used to play Xbox 360 together as well. And so me and him were playing Minecraft together. And then I think I just like got you to join, right? On his world.
Y-
So that would have been like April. Yeah, like April 2019 is like when I got back into Minecraft. Yeah.
oh,
And so you joined my world and then so like what exactly happened on my world? My survival world. From
uh,
like
pretty much like I don't think like less than a week after I joined the survival world, it stopped being a survival. Like very clearly stopped being a survival
yeah,
world
I
when I
think the moment you joined I said it's creative.
yeah, pretty much immediately.
'Cause
Because like I did
I
not at
I
all want
realized
that.
I didn't want to have a survival world. I just wanted to have like a group hangout area.
Yeah, just like a place to hang out with the boys. I remember your fucking derpy ass carrot skin.
Dude, that was my first ever Xbox One skin. It was the only free skin that I could find because it was like again it was April, so it was like a Easter skin pack that was for free. Like
Yeah.
I hadn't like I hadn't gotten anything like I hadn't gotten any skin packs because all those skin packs I had were on 360 and they were all like Star Wars, Doctor Who, and like it was like they couldn't transfer him over because of quote unquote licensing issues. So I know like mods were nothing back then. So I that was the only skin you find. It was a derpy carrot skin. All right.
Derpy ass, scary, derpy ass.
Like the first error memory you have of joining the world is getting pounced on by a carrot with full diamond. Like
Yeah, I just remember loading the world, turning till I left, and seeing a fucking carrot in full diamond, fucking about to jump my ass, bouncing, just fucking about to pounce on my ass like a fucking hunter from Left 4 Dead.
man.
Obliterated me. And then, like, after that, that was like around when we started making like it wasn't too long after that that we started doing the story shit. I'm pretty sure for a while it really was just like creative world that we would just hang out in.
Yeah, because I built a bunker. That was the first thing I built, right? The bunker.
Yeah. That was like the first thing.
Because
First
it
thing.
was from the bunker that then we got to the bunker days, like kind of like store we had.
Yeah. That
So
I remember I had to like leave. I had to go in like the middle of that, which actually wait, that actually gives like a good frame of reference for when this was, because that means the bunker shit happened in like early
it was
June.
June 14th.
Yeah, June. Yeah. So all of this happened in like everything happened in like the course of a month up
Like
until
yeah,
then.
like yeah,
Not a month, a couple months. I meant I
like
misspoke.
3 months.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
few months.
And
The fuck you in
so,
mind?
but no, wait. Was it June 1st to the 14th? I gotta look at the book because I actually
It was probably like June 1st to June 14th or
because
something like that.
we
'Cause
were
the
like, oh,
14th.
we're gonna stay in the bunker for a week or 2 weeks
No,
because
it was 2 weeks. Yeah, two
was it
weeks.
2 weeks?
It was 2 weeks. I very distinctly remember 2 weeks because I planned for
Yeah,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Because that's when we were like, oh man, we're gonna challenge ourselves and try to stay in the bunker as much as we can.
Yeah,
Yeah, so because of this event, we wanted to get like a lot of people involved. We were like, so we got Slobbery on. We got I think one of my like a lot of my friends came on for this school poem. Who I had known I think like longer than Iceman for sure.
yeah,
Um,
probably.
and then we got Plague on. Was he your friend? Was he my friend? Who was that?
Flake, Dagon. Yeah, literally anyone that was involved with it was like his friend because like
I don't
I
remember.
met that
I
guy.
don't. I think he was just on my friends list. Or maybe Slob know him. Like Slobber knew him. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Icy was on that list originally.
I Icy didn't show up for a while, but they were on my friends list for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely was. I remember reading the name Icy Cloud on that thing
Yeah.
when I
Oh
dago
wait,
off damn.
on what thing?
Like there was like a book that you had that like
Oh,
the
dude,
names of my
I
world.
update that like every 6 months. Like,
Really?
yeah, like,
You know.
but so wait, it was me, you, School Poem, Plague, Slobbery. I feel like it's like maybe one or two people like who were also there.
I think so. I feel like we're forgetting somebody. Plague definitely was there. Like that was like the most distinct one.
Because
Definitely.
Plague and Slobbery ended up making a secret like hidden game thing in like my whole world, which
Yeah.
I only found like the ending to, like in all parts of it, like 2 or 3 years later. Like,
Yeah.
um, was it Mike? It wasn't Mike, was it?
I don't think Mike was a
Was
no.
it
Mike
Rain?
only came around as like the next part.
Was it Rain?
I don't think it was him either. I don't know. I don't know who we're forgetting.
Was it Fallback?
I think it might have been Fallback.
Was Okay, was Death Slicer then there too?
Oh yeah, Death Slicer. Yeah, probably Death
Okay.
Slicer.
So they were all this. So like, okay, that's like, yeah, we had like 8 people on because it was crazy.
Oh
Like,
wait, maybe Angel was there. Was Angel on that
no,
night?
no, Angel was
No.
Angel. You hadn't met yet. Like I hadn't reconnected with him either. So yeah, so it was me,
Oh,
you,
I'm
Skull
pretty-
Poem, Slobbery, Plague, Fallback, and Death Slicer. So we had like 7 people on, which was crazy. Crazy
Yo,
for me at least. It was like the most amount of people I'd
yeah,
gotten on
that is
that server.
that's like a lot of people for like just for a small group of people. Definitely.
Yeah, and
That is a
so we
lot.
all were like, it's like I built this giant bunker in this mountain, like I for no reason at all, basically.
Yep.
And like we just used it. And we're like, you know what? Let's just drop a nuke on this mountain nearby and like say like
Yeah.
grenation.
Yeah. Then we did
And so like that event was
that.
crazy. Like that was like over.
Yeah, and then the Civil War shit. How did that start? Like that was like the next thing that happened after the bunker.
I think we just
Bunker.
wanted like another event. Like we were like, man, that was like the bunker was really cool. How about we do the Civil War?
Yeah, yeah. That
Like
was like
I was also
really
like at the time I was like a really big fan of Hermitcraft. And Grian and Scar, I think, were having like a civil war on that server. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna model this after that a little bit.
yeah.
So like I built a base kind of like theirs, and like I had like a lot of the same weapons and stuff like that. And then Mike joined. I forgot how I got Mike back to join. Like how like I read like I knew him on 360. Like we used to play Minecraft in like his world. Like we made a super flat and then made like a big moat of lava, and then we built 2 ships on top of it, and then like we duked it out. Like
That's
it was
sick.
like we had like an Almakia basically of lava. It was awesome. Um,
That sounds fucking sick. The fucking Civil War shit. I
and then
remember like
and then I got my friend Raid, and then like we kind of like put them together. We were like, we need to go against you. Like I think the Civil War didn't actually start off like a civil war. Like we didn't think about it like that. It was like we were doing like games, right? Like rounds against each other. It wasn't like the way we wrote it, right?
yeah, no, definitely not. Like I remember like preparing to like PvP and shit.
Because like we had like stacks of like apples and like everything like that. Cause like eventually
Yeah,
like
the
like
fucking
we fought
ground
Death Slicer. Like it was like me, you, and Death Slicer all like duked it out. Even though
Yeah, yeah, we fought.
according to the actual lore that we wrote, we were all on the same team or something.
Yeah, in lore we were like we were all on the same team, fucking star team, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like we actually just like we just did a bunch of 5 and PvP shit, built some like remote controlled bombs in the
ground
grounds,
strikes. Because
ground
like
strike.
at the same time, I was learning how to use command blocks and stuff for like we
Yeah,
were just learning how to clone like because we cloned like a few like airships that we made that Mike had helped us make. Um, like yeah,
yeah.
so cool.
Like the way the ground strikes happened, like in the actual thing, was literally just we set them off. Like
Yeah,
with the lever, like in that little control station, there was levers that we set off. But like in the lore, I'm pretty sure the lore, from what I remember, it was fucking Mike, the character that I created, Kevin, just like ran around and set them off manually because they malfunctioned or something.
yeah.
I
So
believe.
no, it was the gaze.
The yes, the gays, the GAYS, yes.
The Global Assault Yeet Squad.
In lore should probably change that Y to something.
Oh, I think we officially changed to the GATS. Global
Yeah,
Assault
Global
Terror Squad.
Terrorism Squad. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was the GATs being
The,
led by Kevin or something like that. Like they were a squad led by
it
they
was
had
hold up. It was like Commander Bob, Lieutenant Steve, Sergeant. It was Private Ryan, Sergeant Mike, or something. I don't know.
Sergeant. I'm pretty sure,
Wait.
it was
Was
definitely Private Ryan.
and
Something
then
Steve, Sergeant Steve, I think.
was it Weapons Expert John?
No, that was like Lieutenant Expert John replaced somebody later on.
Hold up. I got the names. Hold up.
I'm pretty sure the original was like Lieutenant Steve, Commander Bob,
Here we go.
Private
Here we go.
Ryan.
Commander Bob, Sergeant Bill, Private Ryan, Weapon Expert John, Lieutenant Steve.
Yeah, yeah. Originally, weapons expert John wasn't there. He was like a later addition to the GATS team.
Okay. Because I remember, because like I'm reading this in the Civil War, like the Cold War stuff, So
yeah.
yeah, it's definitely later. Uh,
He was added on later.
so like we had a lot of fun doing that because like
Yeah, that was definitely very fun.
and then we did Clockmaster, which
Yep, I
that
remember
was your
playing
whole
that.
thing. I barely wrote any of that stuff.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much all me.
Yeah, like you want to explain what Clockmaster was?
Yeah, Clockmaster was basically supposed to be like this evil entity that took control over the character that I create, one of the other characters I created, which I typically play or like am the face of figuratively, and it was just Clockmaster took control over that guy Kevin, and that did some weird dimension shit, took
Uh,
places in space, and
he
like
created the Time Dimension.
yeah, I created the time dimension, which is the dimension of just time, and there was this somehow structure in time somehow, which doesn't make sense, but we did it anyway.
Yeah,
And it was literally just like took places from the past, like past versions of certain places, made copies of them in this other dimension, trapped a bunch of people there, and had them fight. Which like
yeah. We
this
had
is like
we had like me, you, School Poem, and Plagon or Mike and
Mike,
Mike
Mike,
on
Mike
Mike.
was there, yeah.
Like we
I
did one
literally
at my old mansion. I remember
Yep, mention Civil War. I'm pretty sure Civil War
the
Battlefield.
battlefield. Yeah. We
And
did one
okay.
in the PvP arena,
Oh yeah.
which is now part of the like ancient ruins part of the world.
Yeah. Which honestly
Uh,
kind of makes it make some sense. Like this old place in time,
Yeah,
spoiled place. Yeah.
and then we did one at the Yeet Mail factory.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That was
so I think each one had like a different challenge, right? It was like the mansion. We had to like fight off hordes of zombies. If I remember right, like hordes
yeah.
of mobs. And then we went to the
Uh,
PvP arena. No, no, no. That was the last one. I think that was the last one.
I'm pretty sure in the factory you had to get like
It was
the
like
different
guessing
wool
your
and put it
favorite
in
color.
order.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You had to grab like the wool from the factory and put it
yeah.
in different order.
Hold up, but I got the text here. Hold up, I got the text here. Zombie. Okay, so there was the zombie apocalypse. I remember. Oh, the
Oh yeah,
zombie.
Zombie Apocalypse too. I forgot about that completely.
So zombie apocalypse, and then we had the like father like son, where my character's father, who's based off of Minecraft Steve, uh, like went back and like killed the dragon, and then like a group of cultists decided to respawn it, and I had to kill it. And then
Yep.
something we completely out, like we just completely stripped from the story was the raid on Area 76, which
Oh yeah, that.
like a joke that was supposed to be like take on Area
Yeah, yeah.
69 or
The
whatever.
quote
Wait, 61?
69?
I
69?
forgot.
Did you actually
Area 51. Sorry.
did you actually think 69? That's where all the hot aliens are.
Oh my god.
Read 60.
It
Yeah,
was around the time of the quote unquote raid on Area 51.
yeah,
It was like a bunch of hippies were like at this like old military base.
yeah. That was
We completely like rewrote that out of the story. Like it never even
yeah.
happened.
That just didn't happen. That
Um,
did canonically that didn't happen. Actually, that never happened.
so Clockmaster. So we got yeah. So it was at Doctors. Okay, it started in the battlefield where I think we just fought you. I think right because you were like Clockmaster possessed your body or whatever. We just like fought you.
Yeah,
Like and you were spawning like wither skeleton skulls, and then we went to my old mansion, which I later blew up and remade, where we fought hordes of zombies. Then we went to the arena, I think, or no, I think we went to the email where we did the colors. Where your favorite color was pink, your second was green, like lime green, and the third was red.
yeah. That's changed since then.
Yeah, and then the last one was the arena, which now is part of this like ancient like stuff.
Yep.
Um, where me and Scopo fought each other, but then eventually
Oh
we
yeah,
killed you,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was the like, and that was like the end. Like you killed Clockmaster. Like, wait, okay, so Kevin at this point is a cyborg, and what it was is that Kevin possessed by Clockmaster. You and Skull Poem killed Clockmaster, but in doing so, you also did like severe damage. What the fuck is this?
What?
Don't what? You know what? I'm just not gonna say anything about that because I
Okay,
don't
that's
want to.
cool.
Anyway, anyway, you killed the Ace, you and Scopome kill Clockmaster and severely injure Kevin. And Kevin's a robot, so you take his robot bits and make a portal out of robot bits and get out of the time dimension, and then just
Oh,
fix
that
Kevin.
is actually different than what I have written down here.
Really?
I said that I just like my character used time magic and like teleported us back to
That
reality.
also works. That those both work and also both make sense. Honestly, that one makes a lot more sense than the build.
Yeah, it does.
Makes more sense than, given the universe. Like, oh yeah, you have a robot hand. I can build a portal out of this dimension using your arm.
Bro's the transformer.
Fucking hit the.
Dude, it was perfect, bro. How did you guys sound effects so perfect? No. Okay. All right. So after Clockmaster, what happened? Wait, yo,
I
the
don't remember.
company clash.
Oh,
That happened
company clash.
because I think
Right.
we were paralleling this to Marvel, like really obviously.
Yeah,
So it
very
was like
obvious parallels to
so
Marvel.
we did like I guess like this father said it was like kind of like Iron Man, and then we had Clockmaster, which is like Avengers basically, like
Yeah,
2012, like the
yeah,
whole
pretty much.
world, like all of like the people united to take down Clockmaster, and then like of course there was a civil war, and the company clash was like our end game, like
Yeah.
because then we had an event called Endgame, like
Oh wait, yeah, no, that actually Company Clash would make more sense to be our Infinite Warfare or fuck, Infinity War.
well yeah, it was like Civil War kind of like it was
Kinda.
yeah. So
It's kinda,
was it like what did this was like a joint like writing session, or it was mostly you though, right?
I barely remember.
Okay.
I think I did have like, I think it might have been mostly me. I think because I very distinct. I don't know why, but I very distinctly remember like a lot of the shit. I think I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
So we were
I
gonna
got
have it so
inconsistent
like we
memory.
did it where half of the people that we knew were gonna take one side, and the other half were gonna be on the other side. So uh there was like two big countries basically. There
Oh,
was Mageville, which was mine, and there was Atlantis, which was Nice Man's.
yep.
And
The two
so
people.
uh so like I'm gonna read from the source text really quick. So on
Yep.
an October day in 2046, Dr. Reese is walking through the bunker, making it secure, and he walks in to his office to find a box that reads High Tech MRE, of course standing for Meal Ready to Eat. Dr. Reese gets
Mhm.
confused and he asks Kevin about it. Kevin explains how he started Yeet Mail, Nice Man Mine, and High Tech, and how those were his companies that were growing at a rate that they would beat Ace Constructors Inc., which is my company at the time. Dr. Ace gets mad at Kevin and almost rips off his robotic arm off. That makes no sense. Um,
It really.
from-
Oh, you made your own company. I'm gonna take your fucking arm.
so the point was like a rift between the duo, basically,
Yeah.
like the two leaders,
Create a rift
and
between like the two superpowers. Yeah.
and so it was like on my side we had Skull Poem, Death Slicer, and um like I guess like Angel was on my side, right?
It was Angel, yeah.
And then Mike was like a middle ground. And then Plague was on your side. Um,
And no, I think it was. Wait, actually, I think Mike was on my side.
Mike was neutral. It says here, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Angel was on your side. Yeah, Angel's joined high
Oh,
tech.
Angel was on my side.
Angel's joined high tech. Kevin, yeah. So it said then Mike chose both sides instead of only his. Yeah. So yeah. And then Plague joined yours. Of course, I had Icy. Icy was in the story at this point. Icy had joined.
Yeah.
Man,
And
when they first joined, bro.
what what happened? I forget. Like
So me and you were goofing around, and they joined, in like the middle of like a group hangout, and so we just like killed them.
repeatedly. Oh yeah, right.
It's like I'll do whatever you want. I swear, dude. You're horrible people. Like
yeah.
we get Icy begging to not be killed. Oh my god,
Just doing it.
dude.
God. Come on, like, what was our problem? What the hell was wrong with us?
Actually, like
Jeez.
we're kids, man. We're kids.
Dumbasses. We were just dumbasses. Oh,
One way or another, we became friends,
yeah.
and so they agreed to join, and so um they became my wife on the story. So
My wife. Sorry.
shut up, shut up. So we had this strife, right?
Oh.
And so yeah, man, like we had it like Mageville like ban Atlanteans, send them to concentration camps, um, and that they passed discrimination laws. Um,
How much pride do you need to have in your country to be like, you started a war? All right, no, no, you start. You know, not even the pride you need to
you
have
started
in
a
your
company.
company.
I'm gonna enslave your people.
I'm going to, I am going to become Hitler.
Oh man.
Crazy, crazy shit.
So then, we had like a 10-year gap because, like, we just wanted them to cook basically. Like, we wanted the fuel and the fire to cook, and like, there was never actually any war that happened in this original version,
Yeah,
and like, there wasn't like
there was
actual
never a
fighting. The
definitive.
only actual military like stuff that happened, um, in 2056, there was a rogue soldier from Atlantis who ordered an attack against Mageville.
Oh yeah, that I remember that.
Kevin hanged him though.
Yep.
And then because of this, Ace, my character, uh, went and went did a jailbreak on Atlantis, releasing
Oh,
mass murderers into Atlantean society. Like,
yep.
and then Kevin started working on in Glitchman's lab.
Ye-
And then okay, then Matesville and Los Angeles Sands, which was Skull Holmes country, like it was just like the desert west of Matesville. Uh, Started working on Project Wavasa, which is
Foster.
like it was like supposed to be like anti like it was like an invasion of the Atlantean homeland, which never came to fruition. So then
Then
Endgame, right? Then
yeah,
and I knew we did all of Endgame basically, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Endgame was literally just like I think it was Kevin went to I believe it was Kevin went to Mageville and like was like wanted to talk shit out,
Yeah,
but then he got caught in the middle of Mageville. Like people recognized him immediately. Anyone with a weapon tried to hassle him, tried to kill him or something. But then he
yeah,
just like, nah, bitch, smacked him in the face.
yeah.
Then I'm pretty sure it was he just like came down like fucking Homelander, just whoop, into the ground. I don't know. And then just like argument ensues, about to come to blows over the argument. Like not blows like punching blows. I'm talking like on the knees.
That's crazy, dude. Hold up,
Joking.
hold up. Does Kevin have a robot thing?
No, he still has his original penis.
Okay, okay. I had to clarify. Okay,
It was just his internal organs and his limbs that were cut off, and his eyes as well.
okay.
Yeah, he still has his penis and balls.
Do you think that's prostate?
Nope, he has a new one of those.
No, okay, okay. Well,
Yeah, he got
this
vibrated
is
and
actually
vibrated made on
different
it.
than the way I remember Endgame happening.
Yeah, I
Uh,
I don't I think like the setup of like how it like oh oh I think I remember the original setup. I'm pretty
okay,
sure that was like
because this is
kind
the
of
canon
wrong.
version of it. Like,
I remember like the original version of it. I think was so Kevin's backstory. He had a friend named Eric who died like a long ass time ago. Blah, whatever, and he was told that his friend had come back to life and that he was in Mageville in a bar, and he went to go meet his friend in that bar secretly, and then he met with the friend, but then turned out his friend that was actually just Damien's the son of the devil in disguise, and made a deal with Kevin, like just like secretly without Kevin realizing he was being offered a deal here from the son of the devil, and then like for some reason that deal somehow entailed opening a portal to hell above Mageville that just had a bunch of demons and monsters and shit just came out of the portal and just started killing people, and that
yeah,
was
dude.
the original beginning of it.
So okay, so we got. I'm gonna read it from the text here. So after a lot of research in 2058, Kevin and his assistants pressed a few wrong buttons. Out of Kevin's nether portal came Damien. Damien walked closer to Kevin, and then Clockmaster appeared and took control of Kevin's body. He used his body to bring demons, dragons, monsters, and evil, even Herobrine out of the nether. Soon, Atlantis started getting attacked. Then Mageville got attacked, and Clockmaster went straight to Doctor's dimension. Doctor sensed him coming and got the axe of bloody rust. He missed his first one, got knocked out. Clockmaster then got into Doctor's vault, got his mask and time gem back, now giving him a complete body. Doctor's awoke and Kevin awoke too. Wait, that's not English. Together they had a mini duel, but Clockmaster escaped. So, like, the original setup was basically you were experimenting with Glitchman's lab, and then Damien popped up, and then, like, dominated you.
Okay,
And he
very
used
good.
his body to,
Okay.
like, unleash hell, literally.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Regardless, no matter how you splice it, hell opens up. A bunch of monsters come out, and they're like, "Oh no!" Then they try to kill the monsters.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, they kill everything, right?
Yeah, they do. Then they're like, "Yo, today we fought alongside each other as brothers. We don't got to fight no more." And then the war ended. Like not war, but like the tension between the daggone motherfuckers ended.
Yeah, that's when we introduced Cryptiz
They
and Luck.
along with the power of friendship.
Yeah, that's when we introduced Cryptiz and Luckling.
Yeah, Cryptis.
Yeah, dude, I remember Luckling was actually like a compromise between me and you. You were
Yeah,
like
like we could not
chanceling.
agree on what to call
It was like chanceling, and then like
him. Luck, a Luckler or something like that.
yeah, and
No, no,
then
I think it was Luckling and Chanceling. No, Luckling and
yeah,
Chancellor.
yeah, Chancellor and Luck. Yeah, yeah.
And we were like, we couldn't figure it out, so it was
So
just
then I asked School Poem, and she was like, just like combine the two.
yep, yep. So it was either Chanceling or Luckler, and there's
And then
an obvious
Luckling,
better one, huh?
Luckling, Luckling, obviously.
Yeah. What?
Then after uh after that, into yeah. So then with the campfire,
Oh yeah, right. The camp.
Why did we
Daggone.
why did we do the campfire? Like, why is this
I
actually like a
don't
thing?
know. I don't
I
know.
have a
We
feeling
were just like,
I
yeah,
feel
this
like
is what
I
happened.
did it just to write in netherite because that had just been added.
I, I don't remember why. I just remember you were like, gonna happen. You were just like, this is what's gonna happen. All right, I wrote it down. This is what's gonna happen. This is what we're doing. And that was just like, okay, I guess.
So people, so my character, Kevin, Neshman's character, school poem, uh, so like we all like gathered in like a campfire in this like woods area of Madesville. But school poem left, and then Mike and Deathslicer showed up. I think Mike left, and then so it was just me and Iceman, and Deathslicer, like in the story, right? Our characters, and we were all drunk, and so we got into this argument, and Iceman ordered a nuke on himself. And so then that like killed himself, and then like two of the
Injured.
souls, uh, and then killed Deathslicer and injured me really badly.
Yep.
You want to explain the souls?
Oh yeah, the Souls thing. So back in the 40s, there was the Souls Project. I think that's what it was called. It was something like that.
3EXE. 3EXE is the project.
Yeah. Well, no, 3EXE was used for every project by Glitchman.
Oh, okay.
It was just like I'm pretty sure it was called Souls or something like that. Souls 3 EXE,
Yeah.
something like that. And then it was just like picking characters with like not characters. Glitchman, the scientist guy from the 40s in the war, was like, all right, if we want to make a super soldier, we got to use daggone souls to do that. The only way to extract a soul is shortly after death. And so we need someone powerful. We need some people very powerful, four people very powerful or very useful and important to die so we can extract their souls and use it for later. So like I think the first one captured was Maximus Calling, which was who was a soldier in the Machiavellian military at the time, who was fucking like he was deemed insane, but he was technically possessed,
Yeah.
and he went AWOL. So he had to be killed, but like before he was killed, he like tanked like rockets and shit, like killed like near like cut a battalion in half on his own. And like because of that, he was like, all right, this guy was OP. We gotta check his stats and take him for the thing. So Glitchman like took his soul, and that was the first one. Then the next two were Super Kid and Bag Boy, who died at the same time. They were local superheroes, two like younger kids, like they were teenagers, both of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Steven, Neven, and Benji Baggington.
yeah. Technically, it's Stephen Nevin. Technically,
It
was
is
the name.
Steven Neven, dude. Because even Steven Neven, it's good.
Even like it rhymes, but it doesn't have to rhyme.
It's gonna rhyme,
I,
nice.
I prefer. Okay, I called him Stephen Nevin. You can call him. We agree on Benji Baggington, though. We do.
Nah, man, it's actually Benji
Benji Baba Benji Baba Baba Baba
It's Benji Benjington. No.
Benji Baba Benji Baba
Bubba, where's Benji?
Baba. Why you wearing that bag on your head, Baba?
Uh,
What? Why? Why you in that minefield, Baba?
oh my, that's actually messed up because he actually died of Vietnam, dude. You can't say that. All right, so okay, explain Super Kid and Bag Boy.
Okay, Super Kid, Bag Boy, they were local Detroit, like Detroit and Metroid superheroes. Metroid is basically just the Detroit of Mageville, Detroit, basically.
We the
Is what we.
hug, we the hug, we the hug gang.
Yeah, you're. Anyway, so they were just like local superheroes. They were also just like very young and stupid because they're young, which means they're stupid,
Right.
and they're like they typically handle like thieves and like just handling thieves, murderers, like cartoony ass supervillains and shit. But then like one day they're like, "Yo, let's go defuse the mines in this minefield or something, so that people don't die when they come out here." And then they walked out there. Actually managed to defuse a couple of mines, but then they stepped on one, and then they die.
Right.
And then Glitchman's like, "All right, well, superheroes died. These guys were pretty good at stuff. I'll take their souls." So he takes their souls, and then before Glitchman dies, he's like, "Shit, I still have to do this project. No other important people have died recently. Fuck it, I'll use my own soul." Pulled the plug on himself and had Ace extract his soul,
Right.
put it into
Well, actually, it
the
says here his assistant did it.
assistant or something. Yeah, yeah,
Unnamed assistant. And
unnamed
so,
assistant. Yep.
so after
Had to
he
do it.
had these 4 souls, right? And so then
No, no, Ace. I know what you're gonna say.
Doctor Ace held the jar.
Motherfucker. For context, the original story, all the souls were held in a syringe, but Ace made it a jar at some point for some reason.
I made it a jar because the Minecraft text only had a certain amount of characters, and jar was the one that I could use.
Was
Syringe was
what?
too long.
So just for it to be known, it was a syringe, not a jar. It
They're
was a
just like
syringe.
they're just like wisping around in the jar, like
Say it again.
they're wisping around in the jar, like shaking it back and forth for
It
80 years, dude. For 80 years.
is. I've waited 80 years for this. Sorry.
It says here that in the project he gathered the souls of Maximus Collins, Kid Crazy, Stephen Neven, Super Kid, Minchie Baggins and Bagboy, and finally himself, through actually. He his assistant put them into a syringe and gave it to Dr. Ace and told him, and I quote, "Wait till the right person and then inject it." Dr. Ace kept
Exactly
for
like that.
80 years.
It's like I imagine like 80 years. Oh shit! Right, I gotta do that thing.
Dude,
He just completely forgot about it for 80 years.
he I don't even know like what makes him remember it. Like Kevin? Like
It's like, oh yeah, this guy was starving on an island. I'm gonna inject him with 80-year-old souls.
Oh man.
Yeah, for whatever reason, he ejects Kevin with the four souls,
Well, okay, we
and
gotta like, explain a bit like how like Kevin became to be, like how we like made the
look, Kevin's base. We'll give it like a quick run
So
over
it's okay. So
Kevin's
this is
back.
the campfire, and then we didn't do anything for a while after that. The campfire, like we didn't like make any stories. So like we
Yeah,
did like a retrospective on like the lore that happened before bunker days, because obviously you don't start a story with a bunker and a nuke and stuff.
yeah.
So I this is when I wrote the book actually, like July of 2019. So I
Yeah,
went
go.
back and I started at the beginning of times, basically. So like I explained who Steve and Alex and Hero Brian and Satan and Poseidon were. Poseidon is Atlantis. Steve and Alex get together and make Mageville. Satan obviously makes Hell, and Hero Brian joins them. Uh, and then like lore, and then Icy helps us write the Monster Rebellion War. All right.
Yep, one of the big things. One of the big
It's
old things.
only two. It's only 2 pages in the original book.
2 pages of the original book. It's 300-year war.
300-year war.
300-year long war. 2 pages.
Not even.
1.5 pages.
Yeah, dude. Like
Yeah. This is Duke, right?
1615 to 1950, basically. Like
Yep. Yep. Big old monster daggone boy.
So basically,
Daggone.
uh, corrupt king, like slavery, declare war on slaves, slave fight back, uh, war, bad strategy, slave win for a while, then uh, king
Compromise.
die, son take over, son win war, boom. Over
Yep.
300 years, nothing changed, like territorially wise at all.
Yeah. The only effect, like, it took 300 years of war to get rights.
I mean,
And that's it. That's it.
that, dude.
No land, no compensation, no money, no food, no
No, there
compensation
was
for.
compensation. I believe there were reparations.
Okay, yeah, what were they?
No, there wasn't. That's a different war.
Yeah,
I think Maysville took territory from hell.
just like, okay, okay. We've been fighting for 3 centuries. We'll give you rights if you give us your land. It's just like literally no compensation for the tons of lives lost. You give us your land, and
Dude, at the end
we'll
of this
find you food.
war, monsters are an endangered species.
Yeah,
There's 13,000 left. Like,
there
only.
are 13,000 left.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that is crazy. Oh man. Okay.
So then the monster,
Anyway.
we get the idea for Monster War. Icy then becomes like half monster, half human. And then we do Reconstruction period, which is actually like a real thing and not like a desperate attempt at Reconstruction like in U.S. history. Uh, in a growing world, we establish the character of Aaron Kaplan, which is and then so Aaron Kaplan and Elizabeth Archibald, which are Kevin's parents. And then
Yep.
we had Remington, which is their first child, and then boom, Kevin Archibald.
Well, no. There's a third. There's another one before.
In the original book there was only one.
Yeah, I think I wrote this in like a lot later.
Okay, yeah. So there's Remington. And who else?
Uh, Kemmingman.
Oh, that's right, Chemiman. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I want to change his name to like Hemingway or something like that because I feel
Okay.
like that would make more sense.
Okay.
It's
So
usually
go
my
ahead and
name.
explain the Kevin Archibald story, the modern Kevin Archibald story.
All right, so Kevin was born in he was born in Detroit, which is again
In oh 08.
Detroit. What maybe say again?
Oh wait. Oh wait. He was born 2008.
You're oh, fuck it. Oh, I got a daggone message. Anyway, he was born in Detroit, and he just grew up poor. Like his family was like really poor, barely afforded anything. His dad, like his dad was neglectful, and his
Wife
mom was always busy.
beater.
Say again?
Wife beater.
No, in the original story, his dad was a wife beater, but not anymore. That's been retconned. That has been retconned. Now his dad's just lazy, drunk. He's not violent or anything. He's just lazy.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything at all. But is Kevin's older brother Remington bullied him a lot, even though Kevin was in every way smart, every way better than Remington.
Yeah, it says here
And
he,
it's
he
like,
built a gun when he was 4.
yep, Kevin built a gun when he was 4 because he was just and then then Remington took it, went to go test it out, shoot it at a shooting range. Blam! Flat, fucking right
To
into
the
his
eye.
brain. Yeah, through the eye, into his brain, through the eye. Dead, just dead. Parents are distraught. Obviously, his
What
dad.
happened to the Kemmington?
Kemmingman, he was just like he's completely like he's the most boring of the Archibald family.
Is he alive? Like, what's going on
Oh
with
yeah,
him?
he's alive. He went to school for accounting,
Oh, look at that.
and that's his greatest life achievement.
Does he know who his brother is?
Yes, yes. He knows who his brother is. His brother is the king of an entire country, and his greatest achievement is that he went to school for accounting.
Does Kevin acknowledge
Not
him?
that not even that he got a job in accounting. He doesn't have a he doesn't have a job in accounting. He just went to school for it, and that's his
Oh
greatest life
god.
achievement. He works at a fucking McDonald's. He works
Yeah.
fast food. He's a 30-year-old. He's like a what fucking
What is it?
40
Does
year
his
old man.
does his brother acknowledge him at all? Like,
Oh yeah, they talk. It's just like,
that's
like
so messed up, man.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure at one point he was considered to be in like like secretary or something in Kevin's cabinet, but like that's like the best he got.
The secretary of the accounting department,
Accounting
treasury,
department, yeah,
treasury department.
yeah, he was considered for it, yeah.
Considered for it.
Say again.
He wasn't even. Oh my god. Oh man. All right. So
Yeah,
okay, let's just say yeah. So after Remington shot himself, and then he met his
and
lifelong best friend.
yep, yep. Kevin met Cameron. I forget his Cameron Kenton. I think it was right.
Yes.
I forget his name. Cameron Kenton. They become friends. They go. Pretty
Then
sure
they
they
have
like.
anal.
Okay, they're still children at this point. Ace. They're still children. They're still children at this point.
10 and 13.
Oh my
uh,
gosh. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm gonna vomit. Okay, I'm good. Um. Then they go out into the woods. They go hiking or something out into the woods. Kevin gets lost. Kevin finds this old this old 1940s bunker. Goes into it, presses a button, opens a portal to hell, gets sucked in. Uh, and then he lands, breaks all of his bones, and has to get them replaced with metal ones. And then he wakes
by
up,
who?
and
By
this
who? By
guy,
who?
Eric,
Yeah, Eric Stephen.
Eric,
Dude, why did you sound like a ribbon, bro? Eric.
Eric,
Eric.
Eric,
Eric.
Eric, Eric, Eric,
Alright,
Eric,
okay.
Eric,
Eric,
Eric.
Eric, Eric. We get it, Eric.
Yeah, Eric. Anyway, so he meets Eric, and Eric's like, "Yo, dude, your bones are powder. I gave you new bones. I gave you metal bones. And they have like robotic bits in them. So now you have and so you got robones.
Robobones.
And,
Dude,
uh,
they should make it like, dude, like Cookout should make like a like a Terminator promotional item. Robobones.
Robo.
um,
Yeah. So now Kevin has his new arms, and he spends the next 5 years in hell. And until eventually, after 5 years, he and Eric confront the devil. They confront Satan himself. They would go
well,
up, yo.
now we call him Lucifer. We don't say Satan. We say Lucifer.
Yeah, not anymore. He walks up to. They walk up to Lucifer himself, and like, yo, bitch, use a bitch. And then they steal his portal to hell, steal his portal to Earth, and use it.
Oh, terrorists. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The overworld.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
The we call it Terrace is the name of this planet. That's basically Earth, but
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
It's basically Earth, but better. Unless you count all the monsters and shit that once existed on it, but no longer.
So then, in celebration, they go on a cruise and get shipwrecked for 2 years.
Yup. No. It was in celebration of the 2-year anniversary.
But they still get shipwrecked for 2 years.
Oh yeah. So okay, so he gets sent to hell at 13. He gets out at 18. He goes on the cruise at 20, and he gets rescued at 22.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But then Eric managed to survive up to the second day before they like got rescued.
Yeah. Like less than literally less than a week before they got arrested, he died.
Man. And then I
And
saved Kevin.
yep, and then did all that daggone
Dude,
shit.
it actually makes no sense how I saved you.
Yeah, that was
So,
sick.
like part of it's like like three kind of together islands, and like the first one they crash land on, and like the other one they have like a house on, and then like one they have like a there's like a big cave, right? And
Yep,
so in order to like so Ace is practicing magic out of this cave for like years or something because that's like his like getaway, right? And
yep.
so in order to like go to that cave, you can't not see the island on which two people are stranded on. So for
Yeah.
2 years he could have helped them.
We can just make it so that so that your character just make it so that he's just a dick. So and he just saw two people suffering. I was like, nah, mine until one of them
That fits
fucking dies.
perfectly. Like it really does.
Until one of them fucking dies. And just
And it's like, I guess I gotta go save the other guy. Uh, so then he finds Kevin. He brings him back to mainland Maidville,
yeah.
and then he runs his tests on him, and he says,
Oh.
"You're the king of Atlantis."
And then injects him without his consent.
But that is the most important part, kids.
Yes.
So, so- and then he goes. So he's like, "Oh, the king of Maidville just told me I'm the king of Atlantis." But so yeah, so part of the monster war is that the Atlantean royal throne was like thrown in the like thrown out the window,
Yeah,
and
because
so
the,
they had a direct democracy for like 100 years or so, 200
yeah.
years, and so they're like really democratic. They're like, oh man, we let the people. Da 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 da. Da."
I think like I think the way it, like what it would make sense for it to be like majority of people were like they did support the democracy, but they were like like royal loyalists. Like they still like
Like they would like a king if he could prove he was part of the
yeah.
original
If he
family.
could, if the king could prove that he is indeed the royal bloodline, then they would be like most of Atlantis would like quickly accept him with like a decent chunk of them like disagreeing, but like
Yeah. So like the only politicians in Atlantis are the count. There's like 10 councilmen that like run the country, and they just make sure that they can like. The problem with direct democracy is that you can vote in a tyrant.
yeah,
That's why the United States is not a democracy; it is a republic. But that's
yeah,
why Germany. That's why the Weimar Republic was a democracy. They voted in Hitler.
yeah,
So they like it wasn't exactly it was more of a representative democracy than a republic, but like it was the most pure form of democracy they had ever had in the world.
yeah, yeah.
So they had like they would vote on a councilman to make sure things ran smoothly, and so then you could vote on basically
What's
whatever.
it?
Like you could vote
Okay,
on like yeah,
the government of Atlantis was like very unfleshed out for a while. The way they function off of like districts, and I think it would make sense if like each councilman represented one district of Atlantis. I feel like that would make sense. Okay, well, he fucking left the VC. I don't know what happened. We're just gonna wait a bit here for him to get back so I can explain this. In the meantime, if you're still watching, comment apple slices. Yeah, no, I don't know what to talk about while he's gone. Uh I don't really know what happened there. Just gotta wait for a bit. Gotta wait. I've been doing a replay through of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I've actually done a full replay through, and then I'm doing another one to get actually good ending. Because I got like a really shitty ending. Pretty much everyone died in my ending, and the ending I got pretty much except for like Harper and like and Oh, hey, so you're back. Okay, good. I was struggling to find things to talk about.
Okay, so where were we? Oh, Council of Atlantis.
Yeah, we were talking about how it works.
Okay,
The
so yeah,
the
what'd you say? What'd you say?
councilman, each councilman was like picked, voted for like each district because like they
Well, I
have a
think
bunch
they'd
of
be more than ten then, like right?
well, I mean like I'd imagine that like the districts are pretty. Ow! I'd imagine the pretty like yeah. There'll probably be more. There'll probably be
Like
26
50,
since each district.
26.
Probably 26 since like letters of the alphabet.
Okay, yeah.
The districts
Well,
are
and then
like number are
said,
labeled with
I think
letters.
you're building in Atlantis. You said like districts are like cities basically.
Yeah, districts are basically just cities.
Okay, yeah, sure, 26.
They're
Yeah,
all very close together.
they're basically like city states.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
So okay, so the 26 councilmen, right? So they make sure that they don't vote in a tyrant, but like they can vote like, oh, this new person was convicted. They found this person murdered other person, and they vote on what the punishment should be.
yeah, yeah,
And like, oh, uh, monster attacked Atlantis. Should we vote for? Should we attack them? Vote yes. Vote no. Basically,
yes.
yeah. So the council, right? And so then after being injected with four souls, after learning you're king of Atlantis, you have the right to be king, and you're 22 years old, and you have a whole skeleton that's made of
Metal.
mechanics, metal. Yeah. You show up to the council, and you're like, "It's your boy, new king of
Yo,
Atlantis,"
what
and they're
up?
like,
It's
"No
your boy,
way!"
Royal Man 69 over here with the red hair. Robot arm, bitches. I'm better than you.
And they're like, "No way, Jose." And then they hold an election, and they say, "Do you once again to be king?" And he almost wins, but he loses. It's
Wait,
49 to
what?
51. What?
Say again?
It's 49 to 51.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I remember it being like the other way, like barely wins. I didn't. I forgot that it
Dude,
was.
he loses, and he's like, "No way! I have the blood test right here, dude." And so then he's like, and then he
Oh,
gets like the army of loyalists, like, and
yeah,
then he he arrests all the councilmen, and then he puts down all pro-democratic rebellion. And then he puts the councilmen on trial for treason against the kingdom of Atlantis, and they
yep,
all get sentenced to prison time.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I thought you were gonna say death for a second there, and I was gonna be like, that's not a thing. If it was death, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah, prison definitely.
yeah, harsh prison, harsh labor. Like they weren't all placed in one area though. There was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
one was
They
one prison,
didn't
the
go
other
to
like
like they didn't go to like fucking Atlanta trash where it's like serial killers and rapists and shit.
that's a different breed of criminal.
Yeah, yeah. These guys were just like grade A shit bags.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then Kevin was king again, and he reinstated the monarchy.
Yep. I do think it would also be like I think each district should like still like do sort of an election thing, but not for councilmen who like they
They do
each
it based off like
advisors.
the equivalent of a congressman.
Yeah, yeah, but I think what makes sense it was like each district uh voted for a royal advisor who would be
Yeah,
like yeah, yeah, the
which is
20
which is
Kevin's
kind of different. It's different in the cabinet though. The cabinet is
yeah,
secretaries who deal with parts of the government, and then the royal advisor committee would be like people who just give advice to the king.
yeah, yeah. Is like Kevin basically goes up and says, "Yo, 26, all y'all, I need all 26 of y'all. These guys kind of suck ass. What do I do?
Yeah,
I'm thinking I killed their ass, but I want to know what y'all think."
right, right.
I don't know why we just made Kevin a fucking fuckboy influencer.
I don't know, man. That's so funny.
It's like Yoda
Uh,
again. You know what again? You what's up, chat? He's a fucking streamer. He's a fucking Twitch streamer. What's up, chat? I was wondering, I commit treason against the state. Should I kill his ass?
So yeah, so that's Monarchy. That like his backstory basically
Yeah,
to
it's
like
basically
the bunker days. He's like, oh,
yep.
um, so then like a few minor events happen, right? Just the Black Hatchet attack, which super kids and bad boys, old villain comes back and they kill him.
Yep.
Then the time machine, they bring back Steve, even though they're trying to bring back Kevin. They deem time travel too dangerous and they put it in the thing, Area 69.
Yep.
And then they find two new colonies, um, Dragon's Land and Terrorist Town.
That's not gonna vomit.
It's been you remember the two colonies?
I do. I
Yeah.
do.
Then we had the saddest part of the story and the part that I really hated writing. I don't know why I wrote it, but
What was
the
it?
coral invasion.
All of this.
So that's been. But what was your perspective on the coral invasion?
I was like, why? Why? Like that was just like my entire thought process. Why? What is
So
the purpose?
basically, um, oh, I'm gonna read the thing here from the text. It says, in Atlantis, the new king, Calvin Arspel, was still rebuilding from the water dragon attacks of Endgame. One day, when he went to a construction site, when he saw some coral, he thought it was harmless. When Maysville made factories on the Triton Islands in Atlantis, a careless worker dumped some leftover chemicals into the ocean, and the coral mutated, and they, out of rage, consumed 1/6 of Atlantis' like territory, and gradually spread, killed Calvin, swallowed
And
Atlantis whole, killed Scopoam, and no one knew about it for like 10 years.
just no fucking, just like oh weird. These people just like all went dark for like a decade. That's weird. I wonder why. No one thought it was kind of weird that just everyone in the
No,
entire
because then
country.
it's like Doc Dre said he when Nachos finally got the news, Atlantis was just short he went there to see. When he thought he could take the coral down, it nearly killed him. Then came Scopoam and she was eaten. Tosh returned to his mansion, where he did the spell Healer Sheen to repair his body. Doctor then thought about Elijah, his son, taking the coral down, but he decided to give up on Atlantis.
Fucking
He lived out the rest of his days having the most fun he'd ever had, besides with Kevin or Scopoam. Like, he just straight up
fucking
gave up, bro. Like, he was like, I don't care anymore.
just like fuck that noise.
Yeah. Like,
That was just fucking. It's like that was just like fuck shit.
he's like, in this version of the story, Doc Trace is like really like just like
Kind of
really
badass.
like a jerk. Yeah, like
Yeah. Oh, my friends died. Ah, who fucking cares?
like he then
The
like
entire
drink.
country's gone. It's fine. It's not my country.
And then like the story basically ends from there. His wife takes over. Um, they built a statue for Doc Trace and Steve. Steve died like you know. Uh, then and then there's like here's the really messed up part. So Elijah Ace's kid adopted another kid, but he had like a biological son too. And so they're like, oh, they're like, do, magic, magic, magic. They find this vault in the house that could only be accessed by Ace's bloodline. But since this kid is adopted, they think it's an intruder, and so like kill everybody and like do a black hole in the world.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the black hole just consumed the entire fucking planet.
Instantly, like no warning whatsoever.
Out of butt fuck nowhere, just consumes in the entire planet.
And that's
And
it.
that's
That's the
the
whole
end.
story.
That's the original story. And I remember like after you wrote that part down, we didn't really do anything on the world for a long time because it was just like, yeah, no, the story's finished. There isn't really any. There's nothing we can do.
There's something we can do.
There's nothing we can. Oh my spirito de vague, je m'appelle dans tes yeux. Sorry,
So then that was like November 2019, right?
probably much later. I think it was definitely
No, it was like maybe March 2020, right?
probably around then. Probably.
It was right when COVID started. So
Yeah.
then, because then that gave rise to us playing Fortnite and winning that entire summer.
Yep, we played Fortnite a lot after that. Like
Yeah, we
we were
like, we like we went on a win
camping.
streak for 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
season 12,
baby.
the espionage season, and then the flood
And then,
season, and then the Marvel season were all goaded.
yep.
Like,
I now want to play. I now want to play my Fortnite. I'm playing Fortnite now.
okay. So then I was watching this docu-series by my favorite director, Oliver Stone. And it's the untold truth of American history or something. And I was like, man, like it's like from like World War II to like the Cold War, and then it goes back to World War One. Um, no,
That's sick.
it goes into Obama a little bit. It goes to modern
Goes
times,
into
kind
Obama. Goes into Obama.
of.
Into Obama. In Obama. Goes in Obama. In Obama. In Obama.
Mr. President, it seems that there's a camera lens going directly through your colon.
Mr. President, there seems to be all wheels track going. All wheels track going directly into
Oh
your.
my god! Oh my god! So like I actually
No.
like
I hear, I hear, I hear cars zipping through my anus. Can you check it out?
my fellow Americans. I want
My fellow Americans. They're,
my fellow
my
Americans.
fellow
At
Americans.
this hour,
There's
I will let
money
you
in my
know
tax
I have a.
bill.
Uh, my fellow
There's money
Americans.
in
At
my
this
tax.
hour, I will let you know that I have a hot bills track, leading
Uh,
directly in my colon.
Hot track going directly into my colon.
So okay, whatever. So I watched it. I watched this Cold War docu series by Oliver Stone. Go check it out. It's awesome. And so, like, I'm like so inspired. I miss writing the story. I miss doing stuff with the story. And I'm like, what if? Hear me out. So we had the company clash thing, right, Nishman? And so like
Yup.
we were like, well, what if the tensions kept rising and they killed each other basically? So
Yeah.
then we
War.
had the idea for the Cold War.
Yep.
So I'm gonna read from the text here. After Ace's grandkids have accidentally created a black hole, Elijah rushes to Area 76. While at Area 76, Elijah goes to the time machine that Dog Trace and Glitchman made. All he wanted to do was tell his kids not to practice magic that day, but instead he ended up in the Nether in 2058, the year of Endgame. He crashed right before Clockmaster's army was going into Mageville. Elijah put up a huge fight but ended up dying. This distracted the Nether, so they never invaded Mageville, so the tensions between Atlantis and Mageville never die down. This would
You
eventually create a war, a very cold one.
very
So,
cold.
boom, Cold War.
Yep.
So, it was perfect. It was the perfect opening to rewrite all of
It,
history past 2050, basically.
it was perfect. Down to the last minute details.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. It was
Yeah, so then we're not gonna talk about how that then I later 3 years later retconned it so that the actual timeline was the Cold War and the alternate timeline was the first story that
yep.
we wrote.
Yep. Yep. We like
Because we
like
liked it so much, we just had to make it the
yeah,
real thing.
we like the new one a lot more than the original. So we were just like, let's make this the real one. Let's make this the
Yeah.
real one. The other one's the rip off.
Yeah. I was a kid when I wrote the first one. Like I was like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. We definitely got like a lot better at just about everything since back then.
So yeah, we just focus on
Yeah.
that one. We focus on the new stuff. So
Yep.
I'm not gonna go over everything, obviously. Like but like with the Cold War, and then like brief over everything else. Hold up.
Yeah. Up and he left. All right. Well, this is a pretty long podcast, especially since it's like of the three podcasts where it's just me. This is definitely the longest of the three ones that is just me and Ace. Definitely much longer. So I'm playing Fortnite right now. So I'm just gonna talk about my Fortnite game while we wait for Ace to return to make his return. All right, I'm in the battle bus. Let's see where do I want to go. Where do I want to go? I'm thinking I go. I'm going to Mount Olympus. Fuck it. Who cares? I'm going to Mount Olympus. I'm gonna go land in Mount Olympus. All right, soaring down. 97 players in the match currently. All right, just gonna head over there, see what weapons I can find. I heavily doubt that I'm going to actually win this match. I don't win matches. I mostly just get like 20 kills and die. That's typically what happens. Oh, 300 ping for like 2. It doesn't matter my ping. Okay. Landing. I cannot fully reach Mount Olympus, so I'm going broken ass structure to the north of it. Bust that set. Oh hey, epic chest. Let's go. Oh sweet. Got a purple I got a purple combat shotgun, and I got a gray combat assault rifle. Nitro splashes, shockwaves. All right, good shit. Good shit. Good shit. All right, I'm gonna shockwave over to Mount Olympus. See if I can get some actual some other good shit as well. Got a good shotgun, but I need to get like some other good shit as well. All right, big pot, big pot, it's a big pot. All right, let's go. Uh, my Xbox is hyperventilating. I think I might overheat if this goes too long. It's gonna be back in like. I appreciate our alone. It's very nice, very nice. Just you and me, nobody else. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Uh, got minis. Got the daggone minis. Let's go. I thought I fucking saw somebody, but just a fucking pillar. All right, take the big pot now. Taking the daggone big pot, son. I see a big pot, son. Big pot, son. Yeah. I gotta be quiet. I am supposed to be quiet right now. Oh, Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola. I'll take that over the big pot. And shockwave, baby. Shockwave, baby. And I fell. All right, I'm in the river. And I am no longer in the river. Oh, there's a guy. That guy. That's why I won. That's why I won that. It's AI. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's see here. Anything else good I can get? I'll take the SMG. Harbinger SMG with a laser sight with a laser sight. Oh, I hear tests. I hear tests. Wait. Ugh, fuck. I constantly feel like I'm gonna vomit. Ooh, Ranger pistol with a drum mag. Take that over the SM. Ugh, fuck. Been needing to burp for a while. Yo, the fish. Yo, the fish. Real shit. The fish. You're real shit. Real shit. The fish. Real shit. I hear more chest. Where the chest at? Morning, motherfucking, where the chest? Say fam. Nothing good. Alright, there's gunfire. Time to go fight some guys. Alright, get in the daggone Lamborghini to go ram these. Hey, hey, where you at, motherfucker? Oh yeah, motherfucker. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Motherfucker, where you at, motherfucker? Oh, there the motherfuckers are. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, sir. Bitches. Yo, bitches. Oh,
All
hey,
right.
she's back. Finally, I don't have to. I don't have to keep commentating my fucking Fortnite game.
Okay. Okay. So wait, where were we? Cold War stuff.
Yeah, we were like just beginning the Cold War stuff.
All right. So basically, Mageville and Atlantis, public officials become spies for both countries, and then the big conflict that happens, at least in the beginning of the war. Like it was our version of Vietnam.
We fucking damn. What was
And
that voice
so
I did?
there's this big jungle in the world. It's called Chicken Forest
Because there's a lot of chickens.
because of what you did.
Why I did that? I thought it was cool poem.
It was you, nice man. School poem just
What?
coined the term. It was because you put that wither farm
Oh,
that was supposed to make. It was a
oh,
wither roast farm that had a bunch of chickens in it. So it would shoot raw eggs into this pit of the wither, and then it had a chance of spawning a baby chicken, which then would get killed by the wither, which then had a chance of dropping a wither rose. And so then one
nice.
day I was like I was really annoyed at the fact that the wither had like a health bar like next to it, like whenever you'd go over to that part of the world. And so I was like, I killed the wither and then I destroyed the chickens and I let the eggs go everywhere. And then they just took over the forest, that jungle there. The cool poem was like, "Oh, it's like a chicken forest over here." Like,
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
so yeah, so chicken forest. It's just Vietnam.
yeah,
It's our version
basically.
of Vietnam
The
because like the two big differences is that there's no communism really, and
yeah,
it's not a proxy war because Atlantis and Mageville both actually fought each other.
yeah,
Yeah. Um.
yeah. It was the motive behind it is that there was this like both sides had this like prior to the war, right? Prior to the war, there was this UFO that crash landed outside of Area 76, which was basically this military place thing, whatever the fuck, who cares? And there was this alien text that they were trying to decrypt for like a long ass time.
Right.
And
Yeah.
before Kevin was forced out of Mageville, he had kept like images of the text to decipher, and and like both Mageville and Atlantis deciphered the thing at the same time, like roughly the same time, and like
Yeah.
they
So it was
realized that,
actually it was actually on my wedding day
yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
deciphered in Mageville.
yeah,
In
yeah,
lore, in lore, in lore,
yeah,
guys.
yeah, married.
I'm still a bachelor. Go on.
Alright, what the fuck? I don't know. Uh, yeah, they discovered that there was this secret, this like element unknown to terrorists, to the people of Terrace. It was completely unknown.
Humans, they're humans.
Humans, yeah, humans,
They call themselves humans.
yeah, they are all human people, all people unknown to humanity. Uh, and they were like, "Oh, new element, a new element. It can be used as an energy source, and it can be weaponized. Oh shit, we should probably go get that." And then they all went to go get that.
Yeah, so the whole war was them fighting over the territory of actually trying to find it still.
Yeah,
So they never actually got it during the war.
yeah, they got it after the war. Like
Yeah.
Kevin found it after the war.
So
He went out, like he went out on his own, found it, and built armor with it. The element is called Demagium. It's given the name Demagium,
yeah.
and
So
it can be used as an energy source, and it also cancels out a lot of magic.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Um
he uses it to power one of his new suits. Kevin's
right.
basically Iron Man. He has tons of different variations of suits that he uses.
Right. So, that's kind of like when we get into like like Alex joining, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he makes his country Hirosaki, which is just Hirosaki and
Hiroshima,
or
Nagasaki.
it's Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined.
Yeah,
It's like a Asian-esque country. It's lore wise, it was heavily influenced by Mageville, and
yeah,
actually it shared a crown for about 100 years,
yeah.
and then
And Deathmaster previously mentioned he in lore originates from him,
yes,
along with his brother, who is sort of legally dead.
yeah. So Alex was supposed to be king of this country, Hirosaki, and then is like, I want to infiltrate Magevillian army and like get info on that stuff. And it was like, well, I also want I want Hirosaki to make Hirosaki great again. I also want this element. So he joined uh the army. He abdicated the throne, gave it to his brother, and then left and enlisted in the army. Became a general, and then like
Wasn't it
one
Commander? I
like
thought it was Commander.
commander. I don't know. It
Because
might have been commander. Like he is the highest enlisted rank. Like
yeah,
the point being, like I'm gonna codify the ranks soon, but he is the highest rank there is.
yeah, because I remember I tried to create like a voice acted series for like this thing, and in that I made his title Commander because
Okay, sure,
like
yeah. Okay, it's
character's
commander,
name,
and
yeah,
then this game is Commander Alex King. So
yeah, which is fucking badass.
it is.
Commander
So
King, that sounds sick.
imagine if he was still King of Hirosaki, King
King
King.
Commander, King. Yeah, well, I mean, it's Asian, so then it sounds right.
Yeah, that's
King,
true.
King.
so so dude, he advocates the throne, gives it to his brother, enlists in the military, gets the highest rank there is, and then like the highest enlisted rank there is, and then wins the first battle of the Chicken Forest War. And like in the course of like 3 years, like he is uh, very skilled person. So
Yeah,
we like throw him in there. Oh no,
yeah.
let's say commander isn't the highest rank, but it's like it's one of the highest.
It's definitely like it's up there. It's definitely up there.
Well, like you know what, it might be the highest in the army, but like I don't know. I'll sort it out like later.
Yeah, figure it out another time.
Yeah.
Like and like
So then,
at some point that guy, that guy, like I don't.
So then, like
If-
Alex Key is like then treated like a war hero. Then like he's like
right.
paraded throughout Mageville, and he actually like becomes part of society. Like he doesn't like he kind of loses that like infiltration mindset, and he becomes like a big part of Mageville politics.
He
Um,
genuinely cares about the like. He genuinely thinks about the country as though it was his.
yeah, like
Yeah,
he values his Hirosaki background, but he is Magevillian now. Like he is
yeah.
like
He is. He embraces his newfound loyalty to this country that he was not born in, but cares for regardless.
yeah. Because then later, he helps the next event. Um, well, because then the thing happens is Chicken Forest War kind of ends because they realize it's taking up too much resources, and it's been like 10 years and they haven't found this element. So then they go back to square one. They demand the Triton Islands, which are a strategic military base in Atlantis. Major forgets them, and then they plan, and then they go through with Project Foster,
Yep.
and it could have worked. It really could have worked if like
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. Like it kind of worked really well, but like
Yeah.
so they invade through this like old ancient ice glacier, and then they invade through this restaurant cafe, and then they invade the royal palace.
Yeah.
It's like
And
the three big targets. So Alex
yeah.
encircles and then and then takes prisoner 33,000 Atlanteans like in the castle.
Yeah. A
Um,
lot of the ones who were misfortunate enough not to not be to not catch the evacuation thing.
yeah,
Was like this was like anticipated, so the evacuate and like majority of it, but still that many is big loss.
yeah. Like I was thinking like Nazis taking like Minsk like during Operation Barbarossa. Like they had like crazy figures, but uh it's like the last
Eventually,
day, like it's like the like in like the war, right? So Mike dies, right?
well, okay. What happens? Like from what I remember, on like the last battle of there's like this whole like a bunch of soldiers fighting
Yeah,
full on war zone in the streets, and like Kevin is in there. He's ripping people apart with his fucking trident and shit, and then he's like in the corner of his eyes he sees Ace and he's like, oh, it's the fucking asshole guy. I'm gonna go get him, and then he charges at him. Fight. Then if they fight a bit, they fight a bit. Uh, like it's very evenly matched for a while. Fucking bomb, fucking like big ass bomb comes, like destroys like levels a lot of Atlantis. Almost all like majority of the soldiers who were there on both sides were killed in this bomb, like by this blast.
well, I figured at this point they'd be like Ace and Kevin would be dueling, and then like a little bomb kind of like displaces them, and like
No,
leaves
no,
a
no.
crater in both.
The way I'm envisioning this, that I've been envisioning this is like the place is already like decrepit. What buildings there are still standing, barely up, and this bomb just like is the thing that like it's a big old bomb, and it like is the thing that just like levels everything. Majority of the soldiers fighting die on both sides. Like there's like a couple squads teams still surviving, still standing, but majority of them aren't fighting anymore. They're just focusing on tending to the wounded. And there's the two main conflicts that's happening. Kevin and Ace still duking it out one on one, and then the others, the shootout between School and Plague, while while Mike is running and he tries to go and help Angel, despite the fact that they're not on the same side. Mike still decides to go and try and help Angel, and then in the midst of the shootout, both Plague and School Poem shoot Mike and Angel while they're running by, and then they both run out of ammo, and then just focus on trying to help Mike and Angel, and they just stop fighting to help them.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this is the moment where both this is the very moment where this is the moment where the battle between Kevin and Ace it could go either way, because I believe it was Kevin was standing over Ace with his trident ready to go, and
Yeah.
Ace at the same time pulled his gun, held up to Kevin, and this would be if Kevin throws that trident, it's gonna kill Ace, but if Ace shoots that gun, it's gonna kill Kevin, but either one's gonna cause the other. So, and
Yeah.
then they look around, realize, oh fuck, this is a lot of death. And then they stop. That's
Yeah.
the end of the war.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
for the most part. And then there's the thing the the Black Ops team going to the Atlantean Dead Zone to free the mother reactors, but
Let
then
them blow
die.
up, and they blow up.
Yeah, they die. They die. They die.
Non-functional AT4.
Non-functional. Non.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Because
and
then
that
it's later revealed, like 50 years down the line, the real reason the Cold War happened the way it did.
y'all.
It wasn't because of some high-tech company, an ice company. It was because Ace wanted more federal power.
Yeah.
He wanted to
Yep.
expand the government's right to secure like surveillance his own people, to increase the military size, and to increase his own power.
This is a politics moment.
It is a politics moment, and that's
This is
why I
an
love it.
America moment.
It's a what?
An America moment.
It is an American moment. George Bush to 9/11.
Yeah, Bush to 9/11.
Right. So then, after that, June 10th becomes Armistice Day. Um, the Atlantean Dead Zone is scrapped, and they built a town over it.
Yep.
They revive Mike.
Yup, with some science shit.
Yeah, in Glitchman's lab.
Yup.
Um,
And then what happens next is a bunch of alien.
well, so the broken reality, Ace is trying to. So there's a huge national debt now because of the war, and so Ace is like, I want colonies to repay the debt, and so he's like, I know, I'm gonna use magic and multiverse travel to find a place that has the best resources. So he makes the portal, but the portal glitches out and half reality is distorted, and so he assembles a team to help fix half reality. And in the process, aliens invade by accident. They
Yeah.
kill the aliens, um, and
Lots of
then
injuries.
yeah, and then they restore the world. It's all good actually.
Yeah, yeah. There's
And then,
okay.
but in the
A lot,
process, go ahead, Ishman.
a lot of the shit in there. There's a lot of small things in there that have big effects.
Yeah,
Like with the alien shit, Kevin gets knocked down, gets knocked out at some point from rubble hitting him in the face from the explosion mothership. And then while passed out, he is given a vision of Cameron, who died as part of that Black Ops team, moments after the war, and seeing his best friend going towards him before eventually fading away. Kevin becomes obsessed with the idea of trying to bring back Cameron, which then can is a potential story lead that could be something that we use for a future story. What the fuck just happened? Oh, anyway, yeah, that's one thing. And then another thing is that when they're doing the dimension hopping shit, they run into an alternate version of Kevin, and in his universe, there's this there's this element that doesn't exist in the original universe. It's the element called electrum, which is pure electrons.
Yeah.
which basically just makes it the most conductive thing on like just possible.
Yeah. So the
It's used for a lot of
so
weapons
they
and
so
shit.
they so they take back the electrum, and they make an e. They call it the electron bomb, which
The E
is
bomb.
e bomb. Yeah. Um. Which is like it's like a heat sensitive bomb. If even like a little bit of the temperature changes, that's going off.
Yeah,
So
it's
this.
like
Uh,
yo,
go on.
you go ahead.
I have no idea what to say about the e bomb. Like that's it.
Oh, okay, I got it then. Like this fucking thing, like the heat of just like an incendiary grenade going off in a pile of electrum is enough to result in more heat than can be generated by the sun. It's basically like over six. It's like 100 times the heat of the sun for like a few moments.
So this E-bomb is like a huge hit with the military in like arms dealers and stuff, and so the economy boosts anyway. So Matrix is like, oh, they kind of bounce back, and then Ace is like, oh, technology equals money. So I just like they found like oh they find this old ancient ruins like the ancient cities, and they come back and get Skulk, and they basically reinvent Bluetooth like
Yeah, they reinvent Bluetooth. Yeah.
for their world. And that
Yep.
makes more
And
money. And then I
yep.
actually want to add something here. We could like add like trial chambers to this too. Honestly,
Yeah, we could tie that in. And like one of the ideas I had is like there could be like a disease, like some sort of like disease based epidemic that we do using like the mine. Like okay, since there's like a lot of shit down there, like a lot of valuable shit down there,
uh-huh.
could do like mines and stuff, and we would have like a bunch of uh, like miners on. Okay, I could just say the word and you'll laugh. Yeah. Anyway, a bunch of people going down there to mine stuff,
Yeah,
and like being down in those mines with like the crystals and like there's crystals and shit down there. That causes disease. That kind of shit can typically cause disease. So we could do the idea of like the miners down the miners down there get disease shit, have to do stuff and stuff,
yeah.
things like that, and other things.
So the miners have to do the trials.
Yeah, yeah. Trials, like
The
they go
what?
down to the ancient cities, like the Skull
Oh yeah.
Biome. The skulks could like such large quantities can emit like stuff that if exposed to for too long, they get like disease.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and that could just be like a new epidemic that happens. Then that could be like a full story. I don't know why I use that. Never, I never say that word.
Epidemic.
No, funky. I said funky.
You said funky? Ew.
Yes, I said
Okay.
that could be a funky little story thing, and I was just I never say fun.
Right. So Skulk. So
Oh,
the yeah.
fungi. I
So
was
okay.
thinking
So
fungi.
so yeah. They okay. So they find the ancient city and they do like Skulky stuff with it, and so then Ace and like they created like a whole like friendly bowling competition during this time. I was like, and they call it the E-bomb era. It's like actually it's like a golden age. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then the commies showed up.
Oh yeah, the communists, right?
So Halloween night, 2071, the
Red
communists
October.
revolutioned.
The Red October.
Yes. It
Yeah.
was in real life. It was actually Red November because the Julian calendar is 13 days
Yep.
behind the Gregorian calendar.
Yep.
But whatever.
I knew that.
Um, so communists take over for a long time. So the funny thing with the communists is that the reason like they were like really they thought they were threatened by the E-bomb and this new technology. So they were like, "Oh, they're gonna like get us. They're gonna kill us with this E-bomb." And then beforehand, the equivalent of the CIA after the Cold War had like a bunch of like nuclear, like nuke equipment that was like irrelevant to the world at this point.
Yeah,
Like it was like selling. It was like we had the information on Hiroshima, but we have like the H bomb. Like
yeah,
it's not needed. So they were like, the federal government needs money. There's no place to store this information, you know? We might as well sell it. So the CIA basically sells the information to an anonymous person, and they gain a bunch of money for it, right? The
yeah,
anonymous person was the commies.
yeah. It was the commies, the fucking commies. It's
So
always the
that's
commies.
it's always the commies, man. So they are like in power for like 10 years, basically.
Yeah,
That's how bad their government was.
yeah.
Yeah. So just
Eventually,
I made it like
rebellion happened.
the longest government name ever written. It's the
Yeah,
People's Republic of Neo Mageville.
the People's Republic of Neo Mageville.
Democratic People's Republic of Neo Mageville. Oh my god.
The Democratic People's Republic of Mageville. Wait, no. I'm trying. The uh the People's Republic, the Democratic People's Republic of Neo Mageville.
So then they're like, you know what? We don't need commies or monarchy. We need republic. So they make it a republic. Ace is obviously president, and then they invade Hell to gain more multiversal insight, and they create the guide because Ace has a vision of death and
He had a
destruction.
dream.
What?
He had a dream.
Eh. So then,
Yeah,
uh,
because Wizard Hitler is gonna become.
so 2085. So then finally, 7 years later, they create the actual thing happens with the war. So he has this dream where where his children will not be judged by the content of their character. No,
Will not be.
okay. So
Dude, that's
7 years
awesome.
later, Clockmaster strikes again because again, Endgame never happened, which then leads it to be like Hell had more time to prepare
Yeah,
and gather resources and think of better strategies. So Clockmaster organizes a bunch of multiverses to essentially collide into this one and create like the if you've ever read the Marvel Secret Wars comics, like every
yeah,
dimension of every version of everybody comes together and they all fight like and destroy the world. And that's what happened.
yeah.
Um they had to kill everybody. Like they killed everybody except two people, which was a new version of Mike and a new version of Angel, right? Or no, it was just a new version of Mike,
I
right?
don't think it was Mike. I know I know Angel, but
No, because Mike. No, it was Angel though. Yeah, okay.
yeah, it was 100%.
Because then this Angel comes back later for another plotline.
So again,
Yeah. Wait, oh yeah. So the alternate version of Angel. Wait, no, hold up here. So soon a variant of Mike was discovered, and he would rule Dallas. Okay. Oh, because Mike died in the battle, so then we immediately brought another version of himself back.
how many times is Mike gonna die?
How many times is it's like it's basically Marvel. It's
Yeah, like we're just gonna kill Mike all the time and just bring him back over and over again.
yeah. So then Angel died, and then so this version of Angel went to prison for 8 years for being involved with the war because he was actually a bad person. Like the world he came from, like he was like a dictator. So yeah.
Wasn't it like he wasn't bad, but he was like it wasn't like bad for because like he came from a place that was like really bad, and he like after coming to this other world, he like see, wow, my world fucking sucks. I want to not do that again.
Well, he was a bad guy. Like he was like he was anti-Ace.
Yeah, yeah, like bad, but not like like relative to the rest of the world that he comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, relative to the rest of the world that he comes from, he was like
All right.
he's
So
just like
then, the Tenoja.
yep,
Tenoja fights Los Angeles. So Tenoja was part of another reality that got brought to this world, kind of by accident. Which
yep,
it's like it's a medieval version of Los Angeles, which is Scopolam's
yeah,
country. And so they invade Los Angeles, occupy Los Angeles, and then they go and fight in Chicken Forest. They almost hit Chicken Forest, but then Dallas shows up and kind of helps and like stops that because like then Scopolam was also leading rebellions in Los Angeles. So together they then pushed Tenoja back to its original borders and signed a non-aggression pact. But the reason, like, because like Maysville actually they voted against joining the war,
yeah.
and then after this, Scopolam stepped down as queen, and she selected Chad McCormick as the heir to the throne.
Chad,
King Chad.
King Chad, the man.
So like Kingdom of Dallas, like I want to like write that like because like we had like the Order of the Stone that's supposed to take over. So yeah, we got a lot
Yeah,
of stuff planned. I mean, like we have a like yeah,
yeah.
like
And another thing that like happens is I forget when, but after the guards, like the formation of the guards, there was like attempted assassination on them. Right? Remember John
maybe
Oswald?
I don't remember this, man.
You don't remember John Oswald?
No.
You don't remember John Oswald tried to kill Glitchman and Kevin, but like fucked up.
This I thought you meant wait you mean the guy, not the guard.
Did I say the guard? I meant the
Yeah,
guy.
you said the guard. Yeah, I thought you meant like
Oh.
the Order of the Stone or something. I don't know.
No. Yeah, the guy, John Oswald. John Oswald is a guy who tried to kill members of the Guide because he didn't. He was an anarchist, but he was an anarchist. He was smart and prepared, but he was also just like in terms of ability, he was incompetent. Like he made good plans.
He was
He
like
just
Hitler during before like in the interwar period. Like
yeah, yeah,
he was it just yeah.
yeah.
Like
Like he was good at
he
planning.
wasn't part of the army yet. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he was very
Yeah,
distraught.
yeah.
So I mean, the reason we haven't written more is because we've been like reflecting on like other lore. Like we've been fleshing out the monster world a lot more. We've been like making stuff in the world, uh, things like that. Like we've been like trying to like
Yeah, we've been
like
fleshing out the
assembling what we
yeah,
already have before we're doing anything else.
yeah. And I remember like the 2 hours ago before we started the podcast, I I told you I had this
Yes. What's
idea,
the idea?
this idea that I had that I wanted to talk about. I want to have, I want there to be this like terror, like I want to have a terrorist start a like war, like a terrorist is like genuinely competent, like
Okay.
the communists like they kind of sucked ass. But like
Yeah.
this guy is actually good at what he's doing. Like he actually knows what he's doing. An actual like have a guy who's like an actual threat to just about anybody. And I want this guy to be like a genuine like disturbing, sick, demented person who like I want a false prophet, and I want him to go. I want people to effectively consider him a messiah.
Well, actually,
Okay,
that actually works out really
yeah,
well. I've been trying to think of a new idea, and I want to involve magic because we kind of been doing like wars and stuff. I want to involve magic again. So a
yeah.
big thing is that Ace's presidency is coming to a close. He's gonna get assassinated, obviously. Spoilers.
Yep.
Um,
Why do you say it like that? You said that so gay.
I did.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I was like in my mind I was like spoilers. Like I wasn't like you know what I mean? That was like lazy sarcastic. That wasn't high pitched and gay. But you know,
It sounded very gay.
okay, sorry. So spoilers. He's gonna get assassinated or like duel assassinated. I don't know.
He dies in a duel.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
So
okay,
or maybe
okay.
I want to maybe change that maybe.
Okay, the way it was, at least like from what I remember it being, legally it's stated that he died in the duel, but that
It
he
is.
actually died by assassination. Technically,
Oh, wait, what do you mean legally? Wait, we have written down like actually somewhere that he dies in a duel.
okay, no. We've not like written it down, but like in my mind, like how it is from what I
Oh.
remember of us doing it, doing it. Anyway, uh, from what I remember, it was the duel between Ace and the Angel, but not shot. Neither actually hit, but Ace still had a bullet in his head and fell to the floor because a third party shot him in the head from a distance at the same time that Angel pulled his trigger.
Oh, okay. So who's that guy?
Dane Smith,
Oh, okay. Who's that?
the leader of General Smith, who was
Oh,
also the Shovel
wait,
Man,
wait, wait. What up? Wait, General Smith of what?
the Skull Company, the
Oh,
P-
okay.
who was also the Shovel Man.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, cause dude, so I was gonna do right. So a big thing in this world is like the religion of like magic and how the humans practice magic. It's a real thing. It's kind of like psychokinesis mixed
Yeah,
with like Avatar, like airbending, firebending, earthbending,
wasn't
waterbending.
it? Wasn't it? How does it work again? Like I remember I proposed an idea once, but I don't know if we ever like confirmed that to be like how it works.
What was the idea?
The idea was that the human brains like like you know how there's like the three basic like particles, neutrons, protons, and neutrons, right?
Yeah.
I proposed that there could have been a fourth one called a magitron, and that magic is just that humans' brains developed to emit uh, radio like waves that could manipulate magitrons so that they could
Yeah.
yeah
That's a go ahead. Let's go ahead. Because
yeah
already, part of the whole backstory of Terrace as a planet is that when humans were first evolving from apes and stuff, um, like at around the same time, a giant asteroid was coming through the galaxy, the solar system at least. Yeah. And so for 10 million years, comets were constantly hitting Terrace. And so in order to help protect against that, they evolved to like use magic to
yeah
stop meteors midair and protect
yeah
themselves, against asteroids coming
yeah
into the atmosphere. So yeah, the fact that I mean that Brian would do that, yeah, that's good. That's good.
yeah and they emit these waves that affect the magitrons affecting objects, which could also be like a way to explain why Demagium is just completely unaffected by magic because we could just say it has no magitrons.
Yeah, yeah. So so religion, right? So Steve. Okay, so I also retconned it like a long time ago. So Steve ruling for 2,000 years makes no sense in my opinion.
Yeah,
So we just divided it into six kings. We said Steve, then it goes to Slat, then it goes to Notch, then it goes to Richard, and then it goes to Arthur, and then it goes to Ace. So they all have they basically the actual content stays the same. It's just like divided amongst
yeah,
different people. Um, so Steve in the early days of the in Maysville makes himself the sovereign of the magic church, which codifies and says how you can practice magic and what to do with it and how to study it. because like he wants to set himself apart from like hell in terms of they only practice dark magic. So and then so that like because he has so much authority, like he gains authority because of the plague that starts. He manages to cure it with magic, so the church gains more power. Um, and so then they start spreading education. So it's kind of like the real world a little bit. They start a crusade against Los Angeles because they're kind of like hippies. Um, so this church is like a really big power in Maysville, at least. And there's some in Atlantis, not that many. Some in Los Angeles, again, not that many. But every king of Mageville is automatically the sovereign of the church, like the head of church, the Pope.
Yeah,
And
and I
so,
think that would carry over to the president as well when it
so,
becomes.
so they were like when they transitioned into a republic, they were like, sure, Ace can stay sovereign of the Magic Church. He's president. And so then when he dies, they're like, do we do it by bloodline or do we do it by who's president? Because it's not the same.
Yeah,
So then there's two factions. There's a huge succession crisis. There are people who believe that the newly elected president is the sovereign, and then there are people who think that Elijah, his son, is the sovereign, and so they have a huge holy war that destroys Maysville. Like,
yeah, and wait, that would honestly be like a perfect. That would be like a perfect spot for the
there's
pair
like,
this
yeah,
guy
like
idea.
he can be the president, the new elected president, who like
Okay,
who half the
I don't
population.
think should be the present. I think it would make sense from to like instead of being the new president, I think it would make sense if he like began his own third side to this thing where
Well, I feel like
and
I want us to be two big groups. We can't like a sideshow. Third guy.
not I wouldn't say it's like a genuine third big side. It's just this guy is in the background and a lot of people start to believe that he is is the sovereign and
Sure, yeah.
that like he would the reason I don't think that it would make sense for him to be the president is because I want this guy to be very anti-government, and I want him to be
Sure, yeah.
like I want him to believe that the magic, the religion of magic, being inherently is corrupting the religion of magic itself,
Oh,
and see.
your mic cut out for a second.
Oh, what was the last word you hear me say?
Uh, I don't know. Like he was like thinks that magic is like government. I don't know, something like that.
Okay, he believes. Fuck, hold on a sec. He believes that government being directly linked to the religion of magic corrupts the religion itself and makes its faith less valuable. And
Okay.
so he would be very anti-government
Okay. Yeah.
and would and like he would never directly say it, but he would imply that he's the one who should be the sovereign, and tons of
Well,
people will
do
start to
people
back him.
believe he should be the sovereign?
Yeah, tons of people start to back him because he's a false prophet.
Yeah.
He tells people things, makes them he performs miracles for people who need those miracles, but he doesn't do it because it's right, but because he wants to garner support. He
Okay. Yeah.
does think that he does do it, and he does think, yeah, this is a good thing that I'm doing, but he wouldn't do it just to help people.
Okay.
If it doesn't garner him support, he wouldn't do it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and over time he becomes and is fucking or false idol, I guess is a more accurate term.
Yeah. Yeah.
He becomes a false idol. People start to like believe, yeah, this guy, fuck the president, fuck the former king's son, this guy, I want this guy, and then that eventually leads to like straight up protests and riots around Mageville, which causes a further drift, and that's as fleshed out as it's gone so far. But I want it to be that like the main thing that I'm wanting is either he does succeed and takes the government completely, or he dies as a martyr for his cause, and the protests and the tensions just continue to rise.
I like him being a martyr. Like
I
he
think the
seems
martyr idea.
I forget like Stormcloak. He feels like a Stormcloak in Skyrim,
A
like
what?
a Stormcloak.
Stormcloak?
Like, it's a Skyrim thing. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he 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 makes himself a false idol, garners tons of support, dies as a martyr, and protests continue in his name, in his legacy. I want that not only to be that he is, a political extremist who wants pushes for his ideology. I want there to be I want him to have personal vendetta against either a vendetta against the Machiavellian government, obviously, but not only that, I want him to have specifically a vendetta against the Williams family bloodline.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. The
ooh,
William.
ooh, wait,
By the
idea,
way.
idea. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, go ahead.
The
You
Williams
go.
is Ace's family line. Ace it goes Steve, Steve
Yeah,
Williams, Schlatt Williams. For people who don't know,
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Schlatt
I
Williams, Notch
apologies.
Williams, Richard Williams, Ace, and then Arthur Williams, and then Ace Williams, and then Elijah
Yeah,
Williams. Yeah.
yeah. So I want him to have this personal vendetta again,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
I I want it to be that like this guy's gonna probably I want him to be old. I want him to personally traumatize
yeah. Nice one. Your
Elijah.
microphone's cutting out.
Oh gosh, damn it again. I
Yeah.
want this guy to this guy's probably going to be old, right? By the time that he garners the support, I want him to be an old man.
Okay.
Definitely not a young guy. Some young guy. Sorry, sorry,
The cream of some young guy.
sorry. But yeah, I want it to be that this guy at some point traumatized, like Elijah, right?
Yeah.
When Elijah was young, and that he was personally wronged by Ace, whether intentionally or not, or how it happened or whatever the fuck. I don't really care. I just want to give this guy to hate Ace specifically, and we could retcon the idea that it was Dane Smith uh, who shot Kevin, or not Kevin, Ace, and make it so that it was instead this new guy that shot him.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Or actually, wait, actually, wait, Dane Smith is a mercenary, works for PMC. That we could just you could have just hired him. Actually, that makes more that makes sense.
That makes
We
sense.
don't
Yeah.
need to retcon. We don't need to retcon. Just
Let's write
alter
this
the
down somewhere.
While it's recorded, we can just remember it.
Okay. Yeah. We can always go back on the recording, dude. That's
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah, dude. We should have more recorded conversations. This is
Yeah, dude, we wouldn't forget half the stories we write.
yeah. We
We
would forget
dictate
half.
stories more than we actually write them down. Like,
Yeah, we
dude,
yeah
I should start a podcast and I should just do an audiobook of the whole thing.
yeah, dude. I think could have it be yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just do
yeah.
that, man. Like, eventually, like, we'll just,
We could do have two either one podcast where we do two separate things or two separate podcasts. One where we actually sit down and talk to each other about the ideas, come up with them on recording. And then another one where we where it's actually read out, you know?
okay, yeah, yeah,
Could do The Intrigue audiobook by Dr. Ace.
yeah, dude,
And then we could also have story time with Nice Man and Ace. Where,
yes, dude.
dude, that would go hard. That would go.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do that. This
Like
was
we could
this is
like write like the actual books. We couldn't just like it's like these
yeah,
books I wrote years ago. There's no paragraphs. There's no. It's just jotted down
yeah,
nonsense. They were supposed to be. I got the idea because I wrote textbooks. Like I read textbooks a lot, so it was just jotted information. Like it was supposed to be like every big plot point hit.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like, I mean, I wrote a lot of stuff. Like I write everything on like Google Docs now. Like everything's on there
Yeah.
pretty much.
Write shit on Google Docs, and what you could do, you could like you could find a book publisher and like maybe pitch the ideas. That would be
That'd
sick.
be crazy, man.
That would be so fucking sick if if we could actually do that. And then just like I don't know, then fucking book series goes crazy. If the book series go crazy, and then we and then we could like get like a show and shit. Dude, that would be the best fucking thing.
That would be so crazy,
That
dude.
would that would be my fucking dream. I would come, cry, and piss all over the place if that happened.
Uh,
That would just genuinely be so fucking cool. I always wanted to do like something like that.
yeah.
So just like the idea of it actually happening and the end of it happening professionally, just yeah, that's awesome. So I think we have we gone over everything, pretty much everything.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the basis of the story, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much like most of the story, like big like pretty much all the big plot points and some new ideas that could potentially, you know,
I mean, yeah. Like going over each of Magellan King's reign, or
yeah,
going over every Atlantean King's
going
reign. That'd be
over
crazy.
everything. Yeah, that would be like save that for the audiobook.
Yeah. Man.
We ain't doing all that in this podcast. It's already a half hour.
It's already how much? How long?
It's been 2.5 hours. 2.5.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Second longest episode already. I'm pretty sure.
That sounds about
Third.
right.
Third. Yeah,
Their
we've
longest,
been
yeah.
going second or third. I forget. And it's the best one since episode 12, in my opinion.
It had. It's like. It's like one of the only episodes just me and you. Cause like
Yeah, there's
pilot,
been 3 episodes.
the pilot episode, and then the one of us
Brain
making,
Rot in the studio.
yeah, the Burn Our Studio. Yeah, that's it.
Brain Rot in the studio was my least favorite episode.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. It was
Yeah, it
stretched
was
out.
really.
It felt bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it was literally just us talking and like
Yeah.
really nothing
Well,
nothing of
this is
value.
this is us talking, but it's like
Oh
something
yeah,
we're
of course we're
passionate
talking.
about. It's something
Yeah,
we're
we're talking about something
passionate.
that's like
We know what we're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. Like that's what makes the difference. Because like
Mhm.
episode 6, I don't think we were really having. I wasn't. I was sleep deprived. I was most of episode 6. I was dreading it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, mostly because it was just like we weren't doing anything really.
Yeah. But man, it feels awesome, like talking about like the story. Like
Yeah, it's great. This is great to talk about something that we enjoy. Yeah.
it's been going for like 5 years now.
Yep.
It's been going as long as our friendship has. Like,
Yeah. Like pretty much. This thing has existed for all but like a month or two of our friendship.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's great. Our first and biggest cooperative project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot.
That's a good spot to end it. Yeah.
Yeah, it has been 2 hours and 34 minutes, I think. All right.
24.
Second. Oh,
24.
24, right. Me amo retardia. Sorry. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.